Welcome to Defeating the Blank Page podcast, smashing creative blocks, one page at a time. Hosted by JoeyTheJag, creator of Supernova Slam.
You ever chase something so important, so critical to the story, only to realize it doesn't matter? That's the Macguffin. And without it, Indiana Jones, the Avengers, John Wick, and half the characters in Star Wars would be sipping boba tea in the background of someone else's adventure. I'm JoeyTheJag, and this is Defeating the Blank Page podcast. Episode 10, The Macguffin. The object of desire that doesn't even need to matter, but always does. What is a Macguffin? A Macguffin is a thing characters chase, but the audience doesn't really care about. Not directly. Think of the briefcase in Pulp Fiction. What's inside it? Doesn't matter. What matters is what it makes people do. It's often an object, but sometimes it's a person, secret, or even a memory. The point? It drives the plot, even if it's hollow. Alfred Hitchcock coined the term. He said, "The Macguffin is the thing that the spies are after, but the audience doesn't care." Macguffin versus goal versus theme. Let's get this straight. A Macguffin is not the same as a goal. The goal is personal. The Macguffin is external. In Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Ark of the Covenant is the Macguffin. But Indy's goal? It's proving he's the best archaeologist ever, and not letting the Nazis win. And don't confuse it with theme either. A Macguffin can be meaningless, but the theme is the soul. So what happens when your Macguffin is the theme? Oh boy, we're getting to Inception. Think of Zombieland, where Tallahassee is looking for a Twinkie, even though that's not really the main plot. Types of Macguffins. Let's break them down. You got one, which is the classic object, the One Ring, Lord of the Rings, the Holy Grail from Indiana Jones, or the Horcruxes from Harry Potter. The second is the living Macguffin. Think of Grogu, aka Baby Yoda, Princess Leia in A New Hope. The third is the information Macguffin. A password, a code, a map, or a secret. Think of National Treasure on that one. The fourth is the emotional Macguffin. Think Finding Nemo. Nemo is the goal, but the emotional transformation of Marlin is the real journey. Famous Macguffins. Famous Macguffins throughout history. These are good examples. The Maltese Falcon, the original film Macguffin. The Ark of the Covenant drives the entire plot, but is only relevant in the final scene. The Infinity Stones, the Macguffin of an entire cinematic universe. The briefcase in Pulp Fiction literally glows. We never found out why. What do they have in common? They get the characters moving. The Macguffin in webcomics and indie stories. As a webcomic creator or podcast host like me, your Macguffin might be simple: a magic pendant, a stolen spell, a cosmic tournament invitation. You don't need something complex. You need something that makes your characters act. In my webcomic that I was making for the webcomic contest for the Webcomics Legends, in Power of Date, my webcomic was every date Elliot goes on is its own Macguffin. The mystery girl, the secret behind the match, it drives the conflict. So don't overthink it, make it cool, then let your characters care. The audience will follow. How to write a good Macguffin. Here are 5 principles. 1. It must matter to the characters. 2. It should be simple to understand. 3. It doesn't need to be explained, just felt. 4. Its true purpose is to reveal character. 5. You can swap it out and still keep the story. Example, change the Ark of the Covenant to a magic sword. Same stakes, same adventure, but change the characters, different movie. The anti-Macguffin, when it goes wrong. Sometimes the Macguffin is too vague or too forced. Ever watched a story where the thing they're chasing feels pointless? You need stakes, urgency, and connection. Otherwise, your Macguffin is just an object in a video game side quest. If your characters wouldn't sacrifice for it, then why would we care? The emotional Macguffin making us feel it. The best Macguffins aren't about the object. They're about what it represents. In Coco, it's not just about the guitar, it's about family. In Inside Out, the memory orbs aren't just glowy marbles, they're Joey's identity. Build a Macguffin that means something deeper, even if your reader never realizes it. Macguffins in structure. Act 1, introduce the Macguffin. Act 2, lose it, chase it, get distracted. Act 3, realize the journey mattered more than the Macguffin. Sounds familiar? That's Star Wars: A New Hope. That's Up. That's The Goonies. The Macguffin is the carrot on the stick, but the real magic happens when your character grows. Making your own. Here's your Macguffin starter kit. 1. Choose something simple but symbolic. 2. Give it a cool name or backstory. 3. Make it urgent. Someone else wants it too. 4. Tie it to your theme. And 5. Use it to reveal your hero's growth. And these are the final thoughts. Whether it's a golden statue, a stolen formula, or your first magical date with the fireball throwing girl, the Macguffin is just the spark. The explosion? That's your story. And for those of you wondering what my Macguffin is for Supernova Slam, Pepper Cake Punch, it's, well, Gingerbread No Hero. So there you go. That's my Macguffin. Even though he might not be the main character or the plot that's going to move the entire story, he is very, very crucial to the entire story that I want to tell with Pepper Cake Punch. So with that out of the way, I'm JoeyTheJag, and this was episode 10 of Defeating the Blank Page. Keep chasing those story sparks, and don't forget, the thing you're chasing is just a trick to get you to the good stuff. Thank you very much. Please leave a like, subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you all next time.
Stay bold, keep drawing, and defeat the blank page. See you in the next panel.